What's up, y'all? My name is Andre Hopkins, also known as Andre Interviews, and today I'm joined here by Chloric of NRG Academy. How are you doing today?
I'm good.
Good to hear, good to hear. So I'll just hop right into it right here. So just tell us a little bit about yourself, your career, your background in the game.
I've been playing Valorant since beta. I started off playing open qualifiers with pickup teams, pug teams, played ranked, got some friends, played them. Eventually was able to get to college for Fisher. Played for Fisher, did fairly well, and then was able to come to Maryville and play with Maryville for Challengers last season. Did fairly well, made playoffs, top 6, and then got to play under NRG Academy now, and we'll go from there.
How long have you been IGLing as you've been playing?
I started IGLing last year. It's probably been about a little bit over a year now. Exactly over a year. That's
okay.
How long.
What is different about playing the game IGLing at a high level versus just normally playing?
I would say you just have to look at your map a lot more, and you can't just you have to push and pull. You have to read the game, so you have to look at your minimap more. So it's hard to shoot your gun because you're looking at your minimap a lot more. But it also depends who you have as teammates, because you have teammates that are very vocal, and then you have teammates that are very calm and just like to shoot their gun, and both are fine, but you just have to incorporate yourself however the team is needed. And I think that's the biggest difference of how your teammates are. It's compared to how you have to be as an IGL.
You talked about on the official broadcast, but how's it been signing under the NRG banner?
It's been so far so good. We still are at Maryville here, and we're competing collegiate underneath Maryville, but then challengers underneath NRG Academy. We haven't really done much with them yet, but we're looking forward to what's coming. So
hope to see that all turn out well. I mean, yeah, it's a big thing. So I remember when I saw that, I'm a big NRG fan. I mean, so I got the merch on. So when I saw that, I've always been looking for NRG to sign either Game Changers or collegiate team for me to support. So I already watched Challengers and Game Changers, but it just gives me that extra motivation, So happy to see you guys be able to get that opportunity.
Thank you.
So this week, while I was watching, it seemed like you guys were super drilled. You had your protocols down a lot. Working with MCE, what goes into a week of protocols? How much time do you guys put into protocols and getting drilled?
So honestly, this week we're doing a lot more dry runs than what we have previously done. And then we're just scrimming our usual time. Since we're in college, we scrim probably less than most teams. We scrim 4 to 5 hours a day, which I might be less than most teams. I don't know. But we just scrim our normal amount. We did dry runs. And with MCE, he's just there, and he's this is what we could do better on this, because he gives us ideas, and then we feel it out. We dry run it, and we're oh, this feels good, this doesn't. And then we're mix stuff up, and then we just keep going until it feels good. And we try it in the match, obviously.
Yeah, because when I was watching that, there was a couple of those strats on when I was watching the Haven map where I was this doesn't seem of course, you guys have been together for longer than just this season, but yeah, it feels like you guys are super drilled. You got everything down. My dog's being my dog wants to get picked up. There she is. So yeah, when I'm watching, I'm feeling the team seemed really protocoled. It seemed really you guys had everything down, and so working with MCE. He's been in the scene for a super long time. Is there anything you guys have taken away from working with him just for this little bit?
With working with him, I feel he is more you could tell he's a head coach. He's kind of a traditional sports coach. He'll be hard on you whenever you need to be hard on you. And he's more I don't know, player focused. He notices how to improve a player. Overall strategy, he does help, but I feel he helps out individually, more than anything else. Yeah, and then to go back to what we're talking about Haven, yeah, Haven's been one of our strongest maps, for our full year together, year and a half now. So we've been really drilled on it.
Yeah, because you guys even looked great on that split too, even with the Lions Guardians map pick, that looked super drilled. When I wanted to ask about this too. It seems that Shondex is mainly a sentinel player, but we saw him pull out the Waylay. Is that something he practices a ton, or was that more of a pocket pick?
It's new to him. He hasn't played Waylay before, but we're looking at the meta. We're trying out new things, and he's been grinding his Waylay in rank to get it good to go, and he proved it in that match.
He looked. For somebody, I was looking at the VLR. I'm this is his first game on Waylay. looks like he's an insane fragger. I mean, from what I've seen on his time with back on Ambrosia, and so it makes a lot of sense that you could probably just throw him on any character and he'd be insanely cracked out on it.
Phenomenal aim.
It's crazy. So we haven't seen every team play, but for at least the teams you have seen, where would you rank yourselves in terms of like IGOs as not just a caller but also a fragger?
I'd rank myself. I'll be probably top 3. As a fragging IGL. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, just because from watching that game, I was watching it back and I was, still trying to get pretty accustomed with the team. And I'm looking at the stats and I was like, oh, wow, your VC looked like really good. And I was like, the IGL too? This is insane. Fighting like that, I mean, that was a phenomenal game. So great job to you on that game against Alliance Guardians.
Thank you.
Do you have any teams or players you want to play in Challengers or even VCT?
I mean, I have a lot of friends on other Challengers teams, so I like to play M80. I'm friends with a lot of people in M80. SR Black, I'm friends with people on that. I mean, I'm friends with SAD Esports. I just have a lot of friends, so all these teams I'm just excited to play against. And then for VCT, who would I be excited to play? I'll be excited to play Furia. I have a lot of friends on Furia, as they were Tier 2 players last year. And I'm friends with Quality before he left over to MEA, so it'd be fun to play Furia.
That Furia team is so fun to watch. I mean, that's the most easy to root for team ever. Everyone's like, they're going to do nothing. And now they're up 2-0 in the upper bracket semis. This is the easiest to root for team I've ever seen. Yeah. And a lot of people have been talking about, oh, there we go. Mike's doing that. A lot of people have been talking about the SR Blacks, the M80s in terms of the top teams. But I'm assuming that with time, you guys will be discussing that kind of conversation. I mean, with the kind of play you guys are putting up, I'd love to see you guys play a team like an M80, like a SR Black, and really be able to see if you can, if you can, go out there and beat a team like that. I mean, everyone talks about how great SR Black is with how many former Tier 1 players they have on it. But like I said before, with how drilled you guys look and with the player quality and with a coach like MCE, I think you guys could very easily punch up and, beat teams like that.
Thank you.
I just wanted to ask a little bit more about, the flexibility of the team. I mean, like of course with a player like Shondex and then with a player like you, it feels like you can play a ton of roles. What does a layer of flexibility of a player like Shondex or just anybody be able to play anything bring to a team?
I feel like, especially right now, the meta is very open. There's a lot of comps you can play. There's a lot of double duels. You can play double smokes. You can play double initiator, and I feel we've been able to adapt to that. Obviously, Shondex never played Waylay before, but we're like, you know what? We'll try it out. We think he's able to do it, and he's able to flex to it. But I think right now is you need to have flexible players in this game, especially the meta, because it's not defined this agent, this agent, this agent. It's all up for debate. Whatever you think can work could probably work nowadays. So I think it's good to have flexibility. Yeah,
I feel like even with the last meta and this one too, it's really important to have flexibility. Just because so many characters, I feel like there's not very many characters who are bad right now in the meta. I can't really even think of any. I feel like you need to be able to play everything. If you play a certain role, if you play Initiator, if you play Duelist, you have to be able to play everything. And I mean, you even see with a player like Shondex flexing from Sentinel onto the Duelist. Having a player like that is pretty invaluable to a team's comp decisions. What do you think about the new pistol that came out, the Bandit? What do you think how that will affect the meta?
Honestly, I don't think it's as strong as people think. I do think it's a lot relying on positioning, because obviously you need to be really close to one-shot somebody. 10 meters is very close. It's it's you'd be closer with that gun than you'd be able to judge to one-shot somebody. So I think it won't redefine the meta, but I do think you'll see some crazy rounds where a guy's hiding in a corner and people go past him and he'll get 2 to 3, especially on maps like Split, whenever the chokes are also close. So other than that, I don't think the gun's too insane, but I think there'll be some moments. Yeah,
because I think, like you said, I don't think it'll redefine the meta, but I think it'll just force teams to be more aware on a eco round that they can't just walk around the map and not get one shot by a cheap pistol in the game. Are there any maps in the game that you're personally not a fan of just playing?
In ranked, I really don't enjoy playing Pearl at the moment. I feel like everyone just fights and dies mid every single round. There's always a guy swinging mid door. There's a guy swinging out art. But I mean, I enjoy the map in Pro Play. I enjoy all the maps in Pro Play, to be honest. Right now, even though the meta is like a little, like the map pool is a little weird, but I do enjoy playing all maps. But in ranked, just Pearl gets me going. I don't really like it that much.
Do you have any final words for anybody learning about you for the first time or NRG Academy?
Thank you all for watching. I hope you guys follow me, get to know me, and hopefully get to see me in VCT next year.
And do you have any?
This year?
Hopefully, I mean, yeah, teams always make changes going to split 2, split 1. So, I mean, at the level you were playing in that Alliance game, if you cut that up, I mean, teams will be flying and trying to sign that. So, any socials you want to plug right before we end this?
Follow me on Twitter, Chloric with 2 C's at the end, and then Twitch with just Chloric. That's all I got.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you.